What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. Today is a very special day. You guys wanted it and you got it. I don't know why you wanted it, but you saw me cry reacting to James Blunt's Monsters. And about half of you little bastards immediately said, hey, react to James Blunt's The Girl That Never Was. And that's what we're gonna do. I have a slight feeling I know what this might be about. I don't want to make any presumptions. I just want to experience the music with you guys for the first time. I do know you guys really like to see me scared and sad. So, thank you. James Blunt has such a rich, brassy voice that just soars above the instrumentation, and I love his musical choices. They just flow so well with the message that he's trying to convey. And usually the message that he's trying to convey is either you're beautiful or I'm not your son. and he does it so effortlessly. It's like closing your eyes and just watching the New York City Ballet just do its thing. The music is so light on its feet, but it has a direction. You know where it's going to go, and it makes sense when it gets there. It's very symbolic, a little philosophical, but it makes sense if you're really deep in the weeds for music like I am. So why don't we just get right into it? Guys, thank you so much for being here. If you like what you see, you know what to do. Leave me a like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Check out everything else we got going on the channel here, Patreon. Check out all the musical stuff we got going on. Also, leave a super thanks down below. Guys, it's the best way to show that you support the channel and you want to see more content. This is our livelihood on here, and we thank you with every single cent that you can give. Also, be sure to check out that merch store for some cool swag. I know the summer's almost over, but hey, we're coming into fall and we're getting some good fall stuff. It dropped to like 70 degrees over here, which was like a godsend. And I just came back from shooting a film in Charlotte, and that was no hotter than New York. It was crazy. And now it's down to 70 and we're starting to feel fall weather. I don't know, it could spike right back up. I don't know, this place is insane. I don't get it. But get yourself all the temperature appropriate merch over at the Writer Reacts merch shop. All right, guys, hey, let's just get right into it. This is James Blunt's The Girl That Never Was. Again, somebody said, hey, bring tissues, and I said, no. And why? Because I'm an idiot. Okay, let's go.
Darling, I know we talked about it once too many
times.
times.
Oh, God. All right, I was right. He's sitting in a nursery. There's a crib. It's called The Girl That Never Was, guys. Like, I don't have any experience with this, but I've heard it's one of the worst pains that any parent can go through. I mean, makes sense. I mean, you lost your child, for God's sake. All right. Thanks, guys. Okay, here we go.
Oh, there was something missing in our lives. A little life. So we tried. It was more than just a twinkle in your eye. But some things you just don't get to decide.
Oh, chills.
At least we tried.
I love that. I just gotta say, I love the fact that God, what is that thing called? That spins above it. It's escaping me right now, but I'll look it up later. That's hanging over the crib is a rainy cloud, like a rainy day. The whole lighting is very cool. The temperature is it's kind of desaturated. It's very gloomy. And he's saying this to his partner, to his wife, I'm assuming. And she's just devastated. And he's just the comforting voice. This is, this is gonna suck. He is the comforting voice in this moment of devastation to his partner. And the melody is just beautiful. And just almost feels like a cajon in the background. Just that is, oh, that's beautiful. Okay, here we go. Keep going.
Casualty of life is the plan. When I look back, I'm not even sure that we were thinking.
Also, I appreciate what sounds like a harmonica or an accordion in the background. Just like a slow drone in the background.
Somewhere, she's probably dancing with her blonde hair, falling like ribbons on her shoulders, just like we always saw.
Oh my God.
Bright eyes spinning in circles in the sunlight, darling, we tried, but now it's over. We had it all and then we lost.
Whew. Okay, all right, okay, all right, here we go. All right, a minute 15 in. A minute 15 in. That's not great. Oh my God, I can only imagine what it must feel like to go through this. Like, okay, I was like, yes, you have the symbolism of him watching videos of like what she could have been. Yes, that's very sad. And the lyrics, she's probably dancing with her blonde hair, and that, yes, that's incredibly sad and devastating. The scene of the mother folding up and wrapping the little shoes that never got to be worn and just smelling them. Oh wow. That is so powerful. I almost wonder if I should have watched this, or if I should have listened to this song before watching the music video and just kind of close my eyes. It's very interesting because, yes, the visuals are playing a huge part in my interpretation of the music, and I'm trying not to get distracted by the visuals and just listen to the music. But oh my God, they pair so well. It's a dance. It's a duet between visual and audio, and it's working wonders right now. I am so sad. Okay.
The girl it never was. If I could say a million words to take away the pain, what kills me is you're trying to take the blame. You're not to blame.
I've heard a lot of women blame themselves for a long time after losing a child like this, and it's understandable, but it's so the wrong person to blame. It is essentially blameless. Understand that there can be complications, but like carrying that weight, it's just such a heavy burden that is not yours to bear. And look at James Blunt trying to be that voice of reason, saying, hey, you're not to blame. If you are going to blame somebody, hey, let's carry that blame together. Oh my God, such a good partner. Side note, James Blunt is such a good actor. He makes the right expressions. They're so subtle. They're not overly dramatic. It just tells the story so perfectly. Okay, sorry. We're going to keep going.
I'll never say I told you so. Sad I thought the worst. Try drowning you in happiness. I only make it worse. We never should have picked a name, cause now she has a face. And now no matter what we do, no one will take her place. Somewhere she's probably dancing with her blonde hair, falling like ribbons on her shoulders, just like we always saw. Bright eyes spinning in circles in the sunlight. Darling, we tried, but now it's over. We had it all and then we lost. The girl that never was. I know we'll never know you.
I think it's really interesting. I might be reading into this a little too much. I can kind of consider this abstract art in the sense that what we're seeing can be kind of up to your interpretation, but just the gesture of taking down the crib, the ultimate sense of security, and wall by wall, and you build it up, something that you've built, this structure of safety and love and security for this child, the girl that never was, and just seeing the mother take down one of the wall panels, the thing that was supposed to keep their love in safe and secure, and breaking that down is just such, it's like an admission of relinquishing the thing that you lost, and just seeing that, it's like, that's so heavy and beautifully tragic at the same time.
I know we'll never hold you. I never got to show you my love. 'Cause somewhere you're probably dancing with your blonde hair, falling like ribbons on your shoulders, just like we always saw. in circles in the sunlight. Darling, we tried, but now it's over. We had it all and then we lost the girl it never was.
First of all, assuming that this story is true, I just want to say my heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to James Blunt and his family and everybody who's had to bear the weight of this crippling, tragic moment. And this might be really corny to bring up, but if I could shed a little bit of light in such a dark situation, I think back to the first episode of This Is Us. If you've never seen it, watch it, because every episode of that show seems to want to absolutely destroy your heartstrings, and they do a good job at it, mind you. If you haven't seen, I won't say too much, but something happens in the beginning and the doctor tries to console the father and saying, hey, if you put as much love as you can into these two children and do everything in your power to be that parent that those kids need to be, you'll still be walking out of this hospital with 3 kids. And I think a lot of people who lose their children think, what is the best way that I can go on and memorialize this life? How can I bring it to life in a way that it never got to? Just seeing the resilience of some parents who have to go through that and what they become outside of that is such a beautiful thing. How strong some of them are. We're not even focusing on the music right now. We're just focusing on the experience as a human being, connecting with people, because honestly, nothing connects people like sadness. Nothing connects people like shared experience and heartache. Honestly, happiness has its place, yes, absolutely, but sadness kind of brings people together. If you don't believe me, God, look at Inside Out. They literally say sadness brings people together and can lead to joy over time. There's a line in there that James Blunt throws in by saying, I tried to shower you with happiness and it just didn't work. You can't suppress the sadness, you just have to feel it. And when you feel it, my God, you feel it. It's that gut-wrenching, hysterical crying. It's that screaming into a pillow. And how do you best portray your pain to somebody else if you're trying to communicate it? Sometimes the best way is music. And I like the fact that James Blunt is taking that intimate moment and kind of putting it aside just to show us exactly who he had to become to console the most important person in his life, his partner, who was going through such an unbearably horrific moment in her life. I also really like, since we're still talking about the music video, the fact that we really only saw the wife packing and breaking things down, almost as if we saw her journey of acceptance. And you see the little shoes, and you see the crib being broken down, and all the little things that never get to be used. Honestly, the people who go through that are the strongest people I'll ever have the privilege to know. Now on to the musical portion of it. Again, it's very similar to Monsters in the sense that it's a very simple instrumental track. It's a very simple melody. It's a very simple rhythmic beat. You know, you have the dun 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 dun, dun the entire time, which sounds like a cajon. There's not a huge drum set in the background just banging away. It doesn't bring more to the message than it needs to. It doesn't beat you over the head. It's the kind of song that almost whispers because it brings your attention to it. And that's the kind of song that I really love. Yes, I can listen to EDM and Screamo and things like that, where everything is just overstimulating you and it's just throwing all this stimulus in your face. I see that all the time in shows like America's Got Talent. But then when you have little gems like this that almost come off as a whisper, it draws the crowd in. It forces you to be silent and says, no. For you to listen to me, you need to come closer. And it draws you in, and it tells you this beautiful story of a couple experiencing grief and trying to symbiotically console each other, and the journey it takes to grieve and to accept. And I love how the first 2 verses and iterations of the chorus are James Blunt speaking to his wife, and then the bridge to the end, he flips and now he's speaking directly to the child they lost. And oh my God, I almost lost it there. All you have to do, honestly, is it's something as simple as changing who you're speaking to that changes everything about the emotionality of the music. And he didn't change anything about the instrumentation. It's still the same melody. It's a very, very simple melody, and you don't need something really flourishing and embellished and all these runs and things. And it's not really something that James Blunt is known for anyway, but to get your point across for something as simple and delicate as this, it's almost like it's as delicate as a child, and you want to keep it light. You don't want to lose the message and anything that's going to take away from the lyrics, and that's exactly what was most important here for James Blunt. Always, it's a dance, it's a balancing act of how do you create the message, how do you build the instrumentation, but you don't muddy the waters with all of these layers on top of the lyrics, so much so that you lose the message. And here he doesn't do that. He's such a master of balancing these beautiful ballads that are so poignant, and I love every second of it. And my God, guys, if you know any other James Blunt songs that I should be listening to, or any other ballads or anything else that's gonna make me emotional like this, guys, let me know in the comments down below. I really appreciate it. This was a treat. This was an absolute treat. I love hearing people's stories. That's what we're here for. This is a community, guys, and we're here to support each other, and we're here to support each other, especially through the most devastating times in our lives. That's what we're here for. And I thank you so much for letting me be a part of it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you like what you saw, you know what to do. Leave me a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Check out everything here, Patreon. Check out that merch store. Leave a super thanks down below. It's the best way to show that you support the channel. I really appreciate you guys being here each and every single day, and we got more content to come. Like I said, any other musical recommendations down below. If I haven't already started it, I'm going to be posting exclusive series videos on Patreon where I take songs from Broadway and I take songs from their movie equivalent and I compare the two. We're going to be starting out with what else? Wicked. But we're going to be going through In the Heights. We're going to be going through Les Mis. I don't know if I want to do Cats. I really don't know if I want to do that. Definitely Rent, and we'll see what else you guys can come up with. Thanks so much for watching, guys. From one artist to another, stay creative, and I'll see you again.